So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. We are the reporter number 11. So, our topic is about Judaism. So, I will discuss about the Judaism belief, Torah, founder of Judaism, Jewish people worship. So, before I discuss, I will introduce myself. I am Myra Alongan Mama in the first reporter. Judaism is the world's oldest monastic religion, dating back nearly 4,000 years. Followers of Judaism believe in one God, who revealed himself through unsent prophet. The history of Judaism is essential to understanding the Jewish faith. It has a rich heritage of law, culture, and tradition. So, ang Judaism ay isa sa pinakamatandang religion na nananaig sa bansa. So, mahigit 4,000 years itong tumagal. Ang mga Judaism ay naniniwala sila in one God. Kinikilala siya through ancient prophet. Ang kasaysayan ng Judaism is very important na maintindihan ng mga Jews mula sa mga batas, culture at ang mga kanilang tradisyon. Judaism belief. Jewish people believe there's only one God who has established a covenant or special agreement with them. Their God communicates to believers through prophet and reward good deeds while also punishing evil. Ang mga Jews ay naniniwala na ang kanilang Diyos ay isa lamang, na kung saan ito'y kanilang Panginoon at siya ang gumawa sa kanila. Ang propeta ang kanyang inutusan mula sa kanyang mga believers. Ibig sabihin, dumadaan muna sa propeta ang mensahe na gustong ipahayag ng kanilang Diyos bago sa kanyang mananampalataya. Naniniwala ang mga Diyos na hindi basta-basta dumarating ang Mesaya bagkus sa tamang panahon. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakalam, what is the meaning of Mesaya? Mesaya means a king who will be sent by God to save the Jews. So, ibig sabihin, inutusan lang ng God nila itong Mesaya na ito to save the Jews. The next is Torah. The Jewish sacred text is called the Tanakh or the Hebrew Bible. It includes the same books as the Old Testament in the Christian Bible, but they're placed in a slightly different order. So, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang Torah, it is the law of God written in the books, which means ito yung kanilang aklat. So, meaning, ang sacred text nila ay tinatawag nilang Tanakh or the Hebrew Bible. Kung ating aalamin, similar to the Christian books, which is the Bible. But the area or region or religion of the world is different. Founder of Judaism. The origins of Jewish faith are explained throughout the Torah. So according to the text, God first revealed himself to a Hebrew man named Abraham, who became known as the founder of Judaism. So malalaman natin ang kabuang paniniwala o religion ng Judaism mula sa kanilang Torah. So nagmula sa text ng Torah na ang Diyos daw ay revealed ang kanyang sarili through Hebrew man na ang pangalan ay si Abraham, na kilala bilang founder ng Judaism. Jewish people worship in holy places known as synagogues, and their spiritual leader are called rabbis. The six-pointed star of David is the symbol of Judaism. So today, there are about 14 million Jews worldwide. Most of them live in United States and Israel. Traditionally, a person is considered Jewish if his or mother is Jewish. Ang kanilang holy places ay tinatawag na sinagoge, which is in Christian, ito ay kanilang simbahan. At ang kanilang spiritual leader or ang kanilang pare in Christian ay tinatawag na rabbis. Ang six-pointed star of David ay simbolo ng Judaism. So makikita natin in the slide na mayroon tayong star na kung saan yung star na yan or pointed star na yan is simbolo ng mga Judaism. So ngayon, mahigit 14 million ang Jews sa buong mundo at most of them ay naninirahan sa United States at Israel. Nasa tradisyon nila na kapag ikaw ay isang Jewish, kung ang iyong nanay ay isang Jewish, even your father is a Christian. So para malinaw ang aking explanation, pinaniniwalaan ng mga Jewish na kapag ang nanay mo is pure Jewish at ang tatay mo is, let's say, Christian, ikaw ay isang Jewish din.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. I am Muhayyaraki KASIM, the second reporter. Now we will proceed about Jewish temples. Around 1000 BC, before Christ, King David ruled the Jewish people. Ang kanyang anak na si Solomon ay nagtayo ng isang temple sa Jerusalem and became the central place of worship for all Jews. And on the year 1931 before Christ, the kingdom fell apart. In that situation, the Jews split into two groups. The two groups are Israel in the north and Judah in the south. Sometime in the year of 587 before Christ, the Babylonians destroyed the first temple and sent many Jews or Jewish people into exile. After that happening, a second temple of Jews was built in the year 516 before Christ, but was destroyed again, but not the Babylonians. It is the Romans in 70 AD. Ang pagkasira ng pangalawang temple ng mga Jews or Jewish was significant for them dahil ang mga Jewish people ay wala na silang mapupuntahan pang temples or they gathered, so that they shifted their focus to worshiping in local synagogues. Next, Jewish holy books. While the Tanakh, which includes the Torah, ay isang sacred text of Judaism, at ang iba pang importanteng manuscript ng mga Judaism was composed in latter years. This offered insights on how the Tanakh should be interpreted and documented oral laws that were previously not written down. Around 200 AD, scholars of Jewish compiled the another books called Mishnah. A Mishnah is a text that describes and explains the Jewish code of law that was previously orally communicated. Next is Talmud. Talmud was composed. A Talmud is a collection of teachings and commentaries on Jewish law was created. The Talmud contains the Mishnah at ang isa pang text, it is known as Gemara. Gemara, which examines the Mishnah. At naglalaman din dito ang thousands of interpretation of rabbis and outlines the importance of 613 commandments of Jewish law. Ang kauna-unahang version ng Talmud ay na-finalize around the 3rd century AD. The second form was completed during the 5th century AD. Judaism embraces several other written texts and commentaries. One example is the 13 Articles of Faith, which was written by a Jewish philosopher named Maimonides. What is Shabbat? Shabbat is a day of rest and prayer for all Jewish or Jews. At nagsisimula ito at sunset on Friday and last until nightfall on Saturday. Observing Shabbat can take many forms depending on the type of Judaism the Jewish family may follow. Orthodox and conservative Jews, for example, may refrain from performing any physical labor, using any electrical device, or other prohibited activities. Most observant Jews celebrate Shabbat by reading or discussing the Torah, attending a synagogue, or socializing with other Jews at Shabbat meals. This is the end of my report. Again, I am Muhayyara Kika.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Arbaina Piang, and my report will start from Judaism and persecution. Throughout history, Jewish people have been persecuted for their religious belief. Some well-known events are the following. First is the 166 Granada Massacre. It was happened on December 30, 166. A Muslim mob stormed the royal palace in Granada and killed more than 1,000 Jewish families. The group also kidnapped and crucified Joseph ibn Nagrila, which is the Jewish vizier to the Berber king. Second is the First Crusade. In the first of the Crusades, a series of medieval holy wars involving Christians and Muslims, thousands of Jews were killed and many were forced to convert to Christianity. Third is the Spanish Expulsion. It was happened in 1492. The Spanish rulers issued a royal edict that declared all Jews who refused to convert to Christianity would be expelled from the country. Experts estimate about 200 people were ousted and tens of thousands have died trying to reach their safety. Next is the Holocaust. In the Holocaust, the most infamous of modern-day atrocities, the Nazis murdered more than 6 million Jews. Next is the creation of Israel. During and after the Holocaust, many Jews returned to their homeland in the Middle East region known as Palestine and embraced Zionism, a movement for the creation of a Jewish state that emerged in 19th century in Europe. In 1948, Israel officially became an independent nation. David Ben-Gurion is one of the leading promoters of a Jewish nation state and was given the title as the Prime Minister. This event was considered a success for the Jewish people, who had tirelessly petitioned for an independent state in their homeland. However, tensions between Jews and Arabs living in Palestine escalated in the years since Israel became a state and are still ongoing today. At kung matatandaan nyo, hanggang ngayon sa panahon natin ay nagkakaroon pa rin ng gulo sa pagitan ng mga Jews at Arabs sa pamamagitan ng kung sino ba talaga ang totoong mamamayan ng Palestine, kung ito ba ay ang mga Arab o ang mga Jews. Types of Judaism. There are several sects in Judaism, which includes the following. First is the Orthodox Judaism. Orthodox Jews are typically known for their strict observance of traditional Jewish law and rituals. For instance, most believe Shabbat shouldn't involve working, driving, or handling money. Orthodox Judaism is a diverse sect that includes several subgroups including Hasidic Jews, started in the 18th century in Eastern Europe and holds different values than traditional or ultra-Orthodox Judaism. Hasidic Jews emphasize a mystical experience with God that involves direct communion through prayer and worship. Chabad is a well-known Orthodox Jewish which is a Hasidic movement. Second is Reform Judaism. Reform Judaism is considered a liberal category of the religion that values ethical traditions over strict observance of Jewish laws. Followers promotes progressive ideas and adaptations. Most of the Jews living in the United States follow Reform Judaic traditions. Third is conservative Judaism. Many people consider this form of Judaism somewhere in between Orthodox and Reform Judaism. Typically, conservative Jews honor the traditions of Judaism while allowing them for some modernization. Fourth is the Reconstructionist Judaism. Reconstructionism dates back to 1922 when Mordecai Kaplan founded the Society for the Advancement of Judaism. This sect believed that Judaism is a religious civilization that constantly evolving. Fifth is the Humanistic Judaism. Rabbi Sharon Wynn founded this denomination of Judaism in 1963. Humanistic Jews celebrate Jewish history and culture without an emphasis on God. While there are various denominations of Judaism, many Jews don't identify with a particular classification and simply refer to themselves as Jewish. So, ang Humanistic Judaism is sila yung mga tipong Jewish na wala silang specification sa kung anong klaseng Jewish sila. Either Orthodox ba or Reconstruction Jewish. Jewish holidays. Jewish people observe several important days and events in history, such as the following. First is Passover. This holiday lasts 7 or 8 days and celebrates Jewish freedom from slavery in Egypt. Especially, Passover refers to the biblical story of when the Hebrew God passed over houses of Jewish families and saved their children during a plague that was said to have killed all other firstborn babies in Egypt. Second is the Rosh Hashanah. Jews celebrate the birth of the universe and humanity during this holiday, which is also known as the Jewish New Year. Third is the Yom Kippur. This Day of Atonement is considered as the holiest day of the year for the Jews, who typically spend it fasting and praying for them. High holidays. The 10 days starting with Rosh Hashanah and ending with Yom Kippur are also known as the high holidays. The days of Av or Yamim Noraim. The high holidays are considered as a time of repentance for Jewish people. Next is Hanukkah. This Jewish celebration is also known as the Festival of Lights. It lasts 8 days. Hanukkah commemorates the rededication of the Jewish people in Jerusalem after the Maccabees defeated the Syrian Greeks over 2,000 years ago. Lastly, the Purim. This is a joyous holiday that celebrates a time when the Jewish people in Persia were saved from extermination. This is the end of our report. Again, thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hoping you enjoy our video presentation.